from Pauline Wanjiko Kamwenja.
Your Excellency, my name is Pauline Wanjiko Mwangi. I'm from Kamwenja Teachers Training College, and we are glad for having such a platform. And I'm standing here on behalf of all the Kenya Teachers Training College, and we have a concern about help. Unfortunately, we do not receive funds, and therefore school fees yote inakuanga ya wazazi. We feel left out. Other learning institutions like universities, TVETs, they are given help, na sisi hatupeangwi. So we are forced to tunafukuzwa shule, so tunaenda kutafuta school fees. It is a burden to our parents, na pia sisi kuna wenye tunajitafutia fees. So we miss exams, the next exams, because of lack of fees. And because your foundation is talking about education, how we ask if sisi kama TTCs pia sisi, because sisi wote tunaplesiwa na COOPS, kama tunaweza kuwa tunapewa help. Finally, we as Kamwenja Teachers Training College, we are training as teacher trainees, and we have been trained to give back to the community. And we go to a nearby school known as Madhari Primary School. I'm sure the governor knows Madhari Primary School. The reason as to why we go and train to teach this school is because we want to transit from 844 to CBC. I'm sure you know 844 was a form of cramming and memorization. 844 was about being position 1. But CBC is about practicality. Now, the main challenge that we face when we are teaching is that we are unable to instill the core competencies of the CBC. And one of the core competencies is about digital literacy. So we are unable to instill the digital literacy to these learners because they do not have digital devices. We want our students and our learners kwa hii CBC yenye imeinventiwa the new curriculum, tukue na students wako digital literate, si ndio? So we do not have the funds. How we ask if tunaweza kuwa na funds za kufunza. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pauline. I also know Kamwenja like the governor. You know, all of us used to come to Madhari for injections when we were young. If we could not get injections at PGH, we'll come to Madhari. So all of us who have been born in this county, I don't think there's anybody who doesn't know Madhari. It is true, the way you say, Pauline, we need to look at TTCs in terms of inclusion will help. We have a new financing model for our institutions of higher learning and tertiary institutions. And I agree now that you have raised this matter. I'll undertake to take up this matter with the cabinet, where I'm a member. I sit to deputy as a president, so that we consider whether also we can include alongside the TVETs, the TTCs to be part of the HELB financing model. So that one I will do. Number two, it is true we are transiting to the competency-based curriculum CBC from 844. And I must admit that the CBC program was rushed before we had fully put the facilities and the mechanisms into place. Before we were elected and we were doing what is called economic forums around the country with the president, it came out clearly from the people of Kenya that they had serious concerns about the implementation of the CBC. Teachers were concerned, parents were concerned, pupils were concerned, students were concerned. And the president, in our manifesto, the Kenya Kwanza plan, gave an undertaking that if we are elected into office, we will deal with the matter. And once president was sworn in, he established the presidential working party on presidential on educational reforms, and he asked me to get the program started. And we put a team. The president put together a team of, very, very respected scholars, professors, educationists, and they went around the country and collected views. And it is true, from the feedback they got, there were very many gaps on the implementation of the CBC. That presidential working party on educational reforms came up with various recommendations that were presented to the president, and they are being implemented. One of them, it is true that the digital literacy has a big challenge because we implemented the CBC program without having made provision for computers and tablets in our schools. So it's a challenge that we are tackling slowly because of the kind of physical tightness that we have as a country. But we continue slowly and surely to get computers, to get tablets for our institutions so that our teachers also can be able to teach our pupils and our students on matters digital literacy. So it's a journey that we have to work together with the serious challenges, but it's a journey that we shall surmount. We shall surmount the challenge, and I'm sure along the way as we go on, we shall be able to get computer equipment in all institutions of learning so that the teachers who are there can be able to take the students through computer classes, and they can impart them the skills that are necessary. It's a teething problem, I must admit, because the conversion was rushed before we were ready. But now that it is taking place, we cannot go back. The president has created enough mechanism on how we slowly and surely continue to catch up and provide all the necessary equipment so that we have digital literacy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Allow me to take